Me. I just want to let you know that. And do we have Kate or Kate's the only other member that's absent? Is she on telephone? No. All right. Our first one in the order of our business is the approval of the minutes from our last meeting. Could we have a motion by Rob, seconded by Betty? And if you look through there, I couldn't find any errors and so forth, and maybe somebody else did. If not, I'm going to call the question, and all those in favor of accepting the minutes of the infrastructure meeting of last month, signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? All right, the ayes have it. Moving on to our informational items, the first one, Brian is here, and do we have any questions for him, or do you, Brian, want to report something to us? Sorry you missed last month. I did have a question. No, I'm sorry. That question I had was for Mark Little. Okay, because it had to do with something with juvenile detention.
The on button.
Anybody with any questions for Brian? Brian, thank you for being so proficient in coming here.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't see Mark. Mark's not here.
Correct, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to cover the facilities master plan update this month. So that's in your packet, Mr. Chairman. It starts on page 6. And just a couple of quick status things. The AV system for this room and the conference room still waiting on delivery of materials that have been spec'd. We expect that in the fourth quarter. We had another domestic hot water boiler that we need to address. We had at the jail. We've had a purchase order issued, and then we continue to work through with Dewberry and they just had a meeting last week on the public defender space and the IT space. So happy to answer any questions.
Did they get their water softener at JDC?
I believe so. Let me double check. Yeah, the water softener at the JDC is complete. That project is complete.
Thank you. Anyone else with any questions for Scott? Okay, we're going to move on to the next order of business, which is our first and only resolution, and Jeff's going to talk about that in just a moment after we get the motion by somebody to put it on the floor. Rob, second by Betty. Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
So we held a bid letting on August 9th to repair a lot of guardrail across the county and also add a new location along Lauterbach Park on Smithville Road, where they recently added a pickleball court and they no more got the court done, and somebody ran through their new fence. So they requested a guardrail that is on a curve. It's justified, so we are adding that as part of this project. Just to give you a little background, there are about 24 locations across the county that we are going to go repair. We've got about 700 foot of guardrail total that needs replaced, and then about 22 end terminals. So that's the ends at each end of the guardrail that crush and protect your vehicle. So have quite a bit of work to do. Low bidder was Northern Contracting out of Sycamore, Illinois, for $156,703.69. Our cost estimate was $205,000, so we are happy to see that. As I understand it, this company also is already doing the IDOT District 4 maintenance contract, so they were real happy to get some more work in this area. So if anybody has any questions, I can ask them.
And you were so happy to get it cheaper.
Yeah, of course.
Any questions?
Oh, I have a question.
Go ahead.
In regards to the time frame for guardrails to be all completed, do you have one?
Once we get the contract approved through the county board and we'll get with them and see, I would like to hopefully get it done by the end of the year, but I haven't talked to them as far as materials or anything like that. So if there are any shortages or anything, we haven't talked that far yet. But my goal is to get it done before the end of the year. So this won't get all of our guardrail repaired, but it'll get the worst, bigger areas.
Jimmy?
Thanks, Chairman. So Jeff, I see it's an extension. So what project got moved around to add guardrail?
Extensions.
Well, the update said basically a part that was damaged by the pickleball court, so it was asking for the guardrail to be extended to protect the pickleball court.
It's just an additional section. There's no guardrail there at all right now. And they requested, as we were starting to put the set of plans together, they had requested some guardrails. We went out and looked at it and determined it was justified to add it.
Well, so this was in the, I guess my question is, like, being we have a finite amount of money and priorities, where did
We didn't move it.
did this stop a project that was already planned from somewhere, or this?
No.
Okay.
Nope. And it is on a county highway. It is on a county highway, and we felt it was a public safety aspect of it, so.
Coach, just I'm not very familiar with the area, so is there like a ravine there, or is this strictly to stop it from going into a park, or is it on a curve?
It's on a curve down a hill. So if you're on Airport Road and you turn east to go towards down by Hardee's and Hammers and all that stuff, it is a curve and you are going downhill, and the pickleball court is on the south side of the road. The car that hit the pickleball court missed the curve for whatever reason, ended up going right through it. So
No, and I'm just asking these questions not to be, just seems like $150,000 for a guardrail and all the other needs that we have to save a pickleball court.
well, no, that's one small part of it. We're replacing 700 other feet across
Okay.
the county and 22 other terminals. So
Okay,
that portion of the project's minuscule.
so this is a larger project. I was just
Yes.
reading about the,
Many of these 24 different projects, some of them may be like 50 feet to repair what's been damaged and so forth in an area, and others may be, 75 feet, some of them may be 25 feet. It just depends on what's needed throughout the whole county.
okay, that makes,
Others?
just in the discussion, it talked basically about the pickleball court. That's why I was curious.
I just wanted to spell it out that it's not just repairs. We are adding some here. But so like I said, there's 24 locations across the county that all need repaired.
Rob? Seen your hand go up earlier. Okay, anybody else with any comments in regards to this? Glad you got it cheaper, and I'm sure the company is reliable because we've had many reliable people from Sycamore among us. I'm going to call a resolution. All those in favor of this resolution signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it. And we're going to move on to the next one, which is miscellaneous. Anybody have anything under miscellaneous for our committee? I don't think I'm going to beat Rob, though. Rob was pretty quick this time. Okay, no other questions, and this meeting is adjourned.